Heracles returns to Troy with a grim purpose. He comes not as a guest nor savior this time, but as an avenger. Years have passed since Laomedon cheated him out of the promised horses. The insult festers like a wound, and now Heracles sails back with a fleet of swift Pentacontes. The oars flash in the Aegean light as he selects Hercules to guard the ships and the precious reserves. Telamon stands beside Heracles, spear in hand, eyes fixed on the distant silhouettes of Troy's towers. No sooner do they land than scouts report that Laomedon tries to outmaneuver them. Instead of defending his city's walls, the Trojan king strikes suddenly at the harbor. By the time Heracles realizes the trick, Hercules and all those stationed at the shore lie dead, their blood soaking the sand. The Trojan forces have already slipped back behind their ramparts, confident they can withstand any siege. Heracles grinds his teeth. "The king thinks these walls will save him?" he growls, hefting his club. Telamon says nothing, but his gaze hardens. The Greeks assault the city, storming the gate that Telamon's efforts weaken. It yields with a splintering groan. Warriors flood inside like a river of steel. Within, chaos reigns. Swords clash, dying men cry out, and smoke gathers in the winding streets. Heracles is delayed, cutting down Trojan spearmen who try to slow his advance. He can hear voices ahead. "Telamon breaks through. He leads us straight to the palace." The roar of triumph from his followers grates on Heracles' ears. He hears them hail Telamon's courage, calling him the greatest warrior of all. A red haze dulls Heracles' vision. The hero storms forward, past corpses and broken shields, determined to find Telamon. He will not allow another to eclipse his own glory, not after all he has endured. When he catches sight of Telamon near the palace entrance, he brandishes his club. "Have you forgotten me so quickly?" he roars, voice echoing off shattered columns. Telamon, sensing the danger, sets down his spear and quickly stacks stones at his feet. Heracles looms over him, ready to strike. "What nonsense is this?" he demands. Telamon does not flinch. "I am building an altar," he says calmly, as if they are alone in a peaceful grove. "An altar to honor you, the mightiest among us. No lesser deed deserves a monument. Let this mark your victories here, your peerless strength." Heracles' breathing slows, the club lowers. "An altar?" he repeats, uncertain. He glances at the scattered bodies, then back to Telamon. "You build this for me?" His anger falters under the glow of flattery. "Very well," he rumbles at last. "Carry on." They push into the palace. Laomedon falls beneath Greek blades, as do his queen and their sons. Only the youngest boy, Podarces, survives, trembling in a chamber's shadowed corner. Hesione kneels nearby, her face pale but steady. "End me if you must," she says quietly. "I will join my family." Heracles lifts his sword, but Telamon places a hand on his shoulder. "Spare her. She deserves life, not death." Hesione's gaze drifts to Podarces, who crouches under a table, trying to muster courage. Heracles narrows his eyes. "Another son?" he mutters, raising his blade again. Hesione pleads. "Accept this treasure in exchange for the child's life." From a hidden compartment, she draws a shimmering veil that flows like molten gold. Heracles runs it through his fingers, nods grudgingly, and grants Podarces his freedom. Telamon leads Hesione away. Heracles and the Greeks depart as Troy burns behind them, smoke coiling into the heavens. Click the playlist below to watch our full Troy series and check out the other amazing episodes.